We just got some insight into what John Collins' trade value is right now. This comes from the Lowe Post.
I was going to try and convince you on John Collins as the 5 and trying to get him back as a roller again. I might tap on that.
Why? $26 million player option for 25-26? Like, they've got to figure something out with him because he has no trade value right now. It's remarkable from Hawks conference finals when I thought was a transformational couple of months for John Collins as a player. Bought into all the grittier winning stuff, rebounding, defense, had the shot work in, wasn't scoring like gangbusters, but did all the other stuff to help you win. To like, okay, I'm happy to have this guy on my team. Looks like he could be a winning player. And now he's just completely lost. And you'd have to pay, I think, to get somebody to take. You have to pay a draft pick to get someone to take this contract, which isn't even that big. Why are you giving up on this? Let's make him a rolling backup 5 and let's go.
So there you have it. John Collins has no trade value, according to Zach Lowe, and he has a huge contract that's going to be on the Jazz books for at least the next 2 seasons. So this is a tough spot for the Jazz in certain ways. They are likely going to have John Collins these next 2 seasons, and that's just going to be what it is. And they're going to be paying a backup center about $26 million per season. But the thing is the Utah Jazz might be okay with that. They are not going to win a lot of games this year. The goal this year is to go for Cooper Flagg. That is the number one objective, to pair him with Lauri Markkanen and the young stars on this team like Keontae George and Taylor Hendricks and whoever else pans out and becomes a very nice NBA player. Utah will just have to have John Collins on this team. And the thing is that might not be the worst thing. John Collins has been a great locker room presence for the Jazz. He has played in a certain style that actually helps this Jazz team grow in a way they want to. He spreads the floor from the 5 position. Yes, he's not been the best defender, but he does rebound well. He does shoot the ball, and he does some nice things when he's on the floor. So there's worse things than having John Collins on your team for the next few years, especially if you're not too worried about winning games. The other thing you got to remember is Utah is probably not too worried if they're bad the following season. With players like Cam Boozer and AJ DeBonsa coming out, Utah is fine playing John Collins on this team. And John Collins should be fine because he's getting paid. So it's okay for the Jazz to have a player that didn't really pan out like maybe they hoped he would. It's okay. The worst thing Utah could do in this situation is trade a pick to get him off the books. The Jazz saw how that was not a good thing with Derek Favors. They can't make that mistake again. So John Collins is going to be on this team for a while. Very unlikely he gets traded unless some team out there really gets desperate. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you next time.